you do. So, hello everybody. Today Ben will be playing a game of Detective City of Angel as a solo. So, at the base, this game is a one versus all, where one is controlling the board, the criminal, and everything, while the other are playing detective that try to solve the crime, the murder, everything that's it. So, as a solo, or during the game, this is the map that I will be playing. As a solo, like I said, I will be having this board to say what four action that I can do during my turn. I have the move action. So for a move, I have this Standy as my character. I will be starting in a police station, which are the blue number around here. And the map is divided into five neighborhood, region, section, whatever you want to call it, that you can see the line. So by moving, if I start at 95, I can go anywhere within that region for one move action for free. So if I want to go to 76, 78, one move, I'm there. If I want to go to, let's say, 9, I have to stop at a location that border both location, then go directly to the other location that I need to go. So if I'm at location 4 and I need to go on location 70, for one action I need to stop at either on top or at south, then move directly to the other one that bordered that region and then go there. After that, I can go do a question action. On the map, there will be a punch out cutout of some important character for the specific scenario that I will be playing. And for that, I can ask them question. For that, I will be having this little card here. So I have all four important character for this specific scenario, which is called Heist to Nowhere. I can ask about a card on top. So information will be labeled by the card on top. So if I want to go ask the first character about card number A, I'll go on 652, which is a script on my on a book that I have to read that will give me information of what that character know about that specific information on top. And after that, I can decide to push it or not. If I push it, it's a risk. I can either gain more information, more location, more character, or I can gain what is called a stress. These are my stress marker. They will be starting on the dark side. And once all three are up, I'll have this final guess here that I have to solve the case either at the time the round marker arrive here or before it as I decide to. That marker will go up one turn, meaning that I will have one less turn to solve the crime. The crime round marker will be this little black circle that will be starting on day 12. So I have 12 turn to solve that murder or that crime. If I fail, I gain 3 steps. It will go up one and again until it match. When they collide at the beginning of my turn, I have to solve the crime. To solve the crime, I need to the suspect, I need the weapon, and I need the motive. So why? The motive are written on the back of the book. I have either accident, anger, rage, drug, mob, mental instability, money greed, need to be noticed, obsession, political, religious, revenge, self-defense, sex, jealousy, suicide, to keep a secret, or to urge to protect. Once this is done, I go to the information. So I have to find the suspect. They all have a number here. The weapon is indicated by a card, and the motive. I have to add all those numbers, and in that book it will be written the conclusion of the game. If it start by the captain call you back to his office to congratulating you about the crime of blah blah blah, you succeed. If not, I fail and I need to continue. Once it is, this final guess will go down to the last, and I will have 3 turn to solve against. I can do that twice. On the third time, the case calls and I fail this mission. Then other action, I can search the location. Each location is associated to a number. Then I can go read on the book again. It will tell me what I found at that location that can either help me or not about that heist. Of course, if I have, let's say, a criminal on location 50 and I'm on 74 and I decide to search 74, the book will tell me that I found something about that location, but nothing related to the crime that I try to investigate. Final thing, I can search the suspect. The suspect will have all again a number. They will tell me a text or something that I can find on them. Also, when I question the suspect, I will be gaining this little hat, which I call leverage. Leverage, I will be putting it on the card up top of the associated suspect that I am questioning. And after that, before I ask a question, I can decide to use my leverage. By doing that, I will be reading the first text and go directly to the second, gaining the other additional information without pushing, without any risk of everything. Yes. So, and everything else, I have to take note on the book. Make on this little paper, I have written all the name of the suspect. All the name on top are not there because they are not. And I will have to gather information of what is done, what happened, and who did what. So today, the crime will be a heist to nowhere. So I will be installing that, and I will be ready to play. Okay, so all the card are flipped down. Information is hidden. I need to read the briefing and I will be ready to start. So, Heist to Nowhere, which is a gumshoe, which is supposed to be an easy case. Case ID DCOA03, Detective Briefing. Last night, Mayor Borough got the newspaper together and dished on how we, the glorious Los Angeles Police Department, will be putting the tack to armed crime, which is up by 20% if you Dick have been paying any kind of attention to the weekly brief. And this morning, the Farmer and Merchant Bank was knocked over to the tune of 349,522. Flip case card A. So, the crime is a robbery at Farmer and Merchant Bank. You can see the problem we have. Borrow wants result, so I want result. At 8:15 a.m., 2 men wearing rubber alloying masks and wielding shotgun enter Farmers and Merchant Bank next door to the Bradbury building. Place the crime scene marker at 48. So, this is the crime scene, which is 48. Francis Trask, one of LA, West LA finest, and by finest I mean bottom of the damn barrel, was on bank duty. Flip case D. So we have the card D. Francis Task, police detective. Baby face with weepy doe eye. Hard to imagine him protecting anything other than a box of donut. Why the hell they had a West LA beat cop guarding a downtown bank is curious, but I digress. Officer Task wasted no time in wussing out. He was found cuffed with his own bracelet to the handle of a large potted plant. You can find him at his station, typing up his resignation if God is kind. Place Trask standee at 4. So every character, like I said, will have this standee replacing where they are. So he is in his West Station, West LA, West Side Police Station. Next, the few customers present were told to press flesh to floor, and with all resistance stamped out, the two men approached one of the tellers, Julia Swanson. Flip case card C. So we have another information. Case card C. Julie Swanson, bank teller. Her hair is done up in the latest fashion fidgety and nervous, clearly shaken by her ordeal. They force her to open the vault and quickly load up the canvas duffel they had brought with them. If you have any question for her, Miss Swanson is recuperating from her ordeal at her mother's home on Witter Boulevard. Place Swanson standee at 74. Her standee is at the other side of the map here. Okay. It took the perp over 20 minutes to bag the money and load it up to the getaway card. But there's but here's the real kick in the ass. No alarm was triggered, no suspicion was raised, and no one noticed a damn thing. It was only by chance that the day watch blue officer Michelson saw the perp loading up the last bag and drew his piece, ordering them to cease and desist. The driver neither ceased nor desist, and instead peeled rubber in a bright blue Mercury coupe, leaving behind his compatriot, one Al Pacific, to fend for himself. Place flip case card B. So we have card B. Al Pacific. His eyes are like ice, emotionless. Prison tattoo over cover his arm, not someone to screw around with. Part B. Okay. Pacific exchanged fire with Officer Michelson, winging him, but Michelson was able to put two rounds in Pacific's leg. Pacific bled out over 2 blocks before Officer apprehended him. He had a few grand stuff in his pocket. Put the rest of the take, but the rest of the take split with the driver. Pacific wheelman is as yet unidentified, but Al, I'm guessing Al will be bending off backward to give him up, seeing as he took the money and ran. No thief among honor or whatever is it that they say. Pacific is warming a cell at headquarters, so go brace him ASAP. Place Pacific standee at 51. So, is standee at the police station over there. Find out where his body is and get that money back. It's my birthday and I expect this case to be tied up in a tight little bow and placed on my desk with a thoroughful greeting card about how I'm the best damn captain you ever had the pleasure of working under. Get to work. So, special rule for this case. The first one, I cannot use the solve token, so this is only for when we play as a one versus all. But if the money has not been located by the end of the final day, for your final guess, you may write down the location you believe the money is located in. If you are correct, you will share victory. So I need to find the money as well as the other criminal, other information. So next thing left for me to do is placing my mini. Okay, I have three location, three neighborhood to go to. Which is the best? I think best thing will be starting with the criminal, asking him some question. So I will be at the same spot at 51. Okay, so as my first action, I will be questioning the gentleman Ala Pacific about well, the bank heist. So Al Pacific on card A, I will be reading 652. Pacific pretend to play dumb. It wasn't me, officer. I'm innocent. You've got the wrong guy. Then he sneers at you. You think I'm gonna talk to you? Think again. He had his middle finger for emphasis. Yeah, no, we you shot some cop. I need more information, so I'm gonna push it. So 111 11 11. You grab his middle finger and yank hard. Pacific scream. You broke my finger, asshole. He nursed his hand. Screw him. What am I protecting that backstabbing scab for? He ain't worth this. Hank Sloan, may he die screaming for his mother, brought me in on the job. Look at E. Hank Sloan is subject number 4. Gain 1 leverage over Pacific. So I gain the leverage on Al Pacific. I look at card E. Card E. Hank Sloan, bank robber, wanted in connection to the recent murder robbery at the Farmer and Merchant Bank. Whereabout currently unknown. So since he is unknown, I will be putting his standee on his card. Okay, so for my next question, I'm gonna ask him about his former best friend, letter E, which is 5515. And yeah, I'm gonna use my leverage. Also, I need more information. Hank left me bleeding out on the street. So why should I give a flying damn about him? He's hiding out at the Stag and Bull 22. Go bust his ass. I did challenge. So I go on 60. You bring out your brass knuckles and start rapping them lightly on the table. Mary, Mother of God, I don't need this fool. Okay, okay, it was Hank who handled all the details. I was just the trigger man. Hank lived at the corner of Vermont and Carson, 83. When you kick his door down, feel free to kick him in the head for good measure. Gain 1 leverage over Pacific. Gain 1 leverage. And he is on 83. 83. There. Okay. 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 So for my next question, I'm gonna ask about the cup that is shot. So the cup is letter D. So 482. Why did you shoot? Not shot, but handcuff. That pissy little cup knows where to find the driver. Ask him.
I'm done talking to you pigs.
And then since I'm gaining leverage, I'm gonna use it. Yeah, but I did push it. 1055.
You press him and surprisingly he comes clean. Alright, listen, I'm not a detail oriented guy, so I never spoke with Trask. That's all that was all Hank. Dirty backstabbing bastard. He was the man with the plan and Sergeant My Pants was our inside help. Look at E. Hank Sloan is suspect number 4. Gain 1 leverage over Pacific.
One suspect. So, okay, we have more information. 825. Yeah, that's the bank dam that opened the vault for us. She was a pushover, couldn't stop crying. Could you imagine going home every night to something that pathetic? Have some respect, lady. 727, because I did push it. Pacific bark a harsh, sharp laugh at you. Why would I lie about that? You're the sorriest excuse for a detective that I've ever seen. Gain 1 stress. Okay, so the end of turn 1. I reset my action. So now I have 3 other guys to shot. I have the information that Francis was the inside man. I think I will go search for the other driver, or I can go. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna move first to the bank. Then I'm gonna search the location 48. Make sure I see forgot anything. So by searching 48, 657. 657. You go over the crime scene again and again and again. The result is the same. Nothing here that you haven't found already. Okay, so no, nothing important.
Yeah, that's the bank dam that opened the vault for us. She was a pushover, couldn't stop crying. Could you imagine going home every night to something that pathetic? Have some respect, lady.
727, because I did push it.
Pacific barked a harsh, sharp laugh at you. Why would I lie about that? You're the sorriest excuse for a detective that I've ever seen. Gain 1 stress.
Okay, so the end of turn 1. I reset my action. So now I have 3 other guys to shot. I have the information that Francis was the inside man. I think I will go search for the other driver, or I can go. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna move first to the bank. Then I'm gonna search the location 48. Make sure I see forgot anything. So by searching 48, 657.
You go over the crime scene again and again and again. The result is the same. Nothing here that you haven't already found.
Okay, so no, nothing important. So he tell me he's hiding on 83. Whoops, this is good. So I'm gonna use my 2 move. Move 1 go on 91. Move 2 go on 83. Then I'm gonna search 83. 83 it's 795.
The house is empty and there's no sign of Sloan. The garage, however, is a different story. Look at F.
Okay, card F. I have the car.
The Mercury Coupe. The car is registered to Julia Swanson address 1321 Firestone Boulevard, 68. I'm gonna put a 68. The rear window is shattered and there's a bullet hole in the trunk. There's a postcard on the front desk for the LA Arbor Lighthouse, 89. 89. Okay, so he's not there, so I'm gonna move back his figurine. I have another location to go at, and I need to go to 0. So I'm gonna move to the 89. That's the end of my turn. This go down. I'm gonna search 89. 89. I go on 680. At the base of the lighthouse, you find a dead body slumped in the corner. Next to the body is a empty duffel bag. Look at G and L. Ooh, two more information. So I have information about G, which is the body of Hank Sloan. There is a bullet in the back of his head. He was executed. The driver's license in his pocket indicate he lives off Vermont City 83. Found not a lady. So, okay, he's dead. Okay, so G, uh, Hank's body, and I, and L. The last one, L. Duffel bag empty except for a few crumbled bills at the bottom of the corner of the bag. Has a dirty red stain. Pulled from the Lighthouse Arbor, 89. So duffel bag with no money. Okay, okay. No money. I think I'm gonna move. So 89 we have a move to 98, move to 68, and I'm gonna search 68, 68, 851. You ransack the house looking for clues. The only thing that appears promising is a postcard laying on Swanson's dining room table. Look at H. 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 We have a information about a postcard for the library 41. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. H. Postcard. And go back a turn. Okay, so I have now more information. I think uh, the bank teller, I don't think she will give me anything. So I will double move. So move 1 to go to 53, move 2 to go to the library. Then I'm gonna search the library, which is 41. So I take my little pad here, 41, 322. A quick check with the librarian and she hands you the log for the map and atlas section. There's only one entry. Someone recently looked at the topographical survey of the Palos Verdes Hill. Look at mystery card 1 and place it on the board in the correct location. You must move to the new location as normal, written down the following paragraph number to turn to when searching the new location. So I have a mystery card 1.
specifically, and it is information about a map. So I have five locations A, B, C, D, and E next to 78, and it say I need to spend one move action to move from one to the other. So okay, but the problem is uh, where to find? Do I spend all my action to go there and search? And since the Frank was murdered, shot in the back, I need more information. So I'm gonna move as my next action to 19. Reset my turn. Finish my turn. Sorry. Okay. So now I will move to the West LA police station, and I'm gonna question the little officer. So, in what order should I have three questions? Let's do about the three people that I know about the Al Pacific. So I'm gonna ask Frank about A, which is 450.
Those assholes handcuffed me to a plant. I'm a laughing stock in the department now. My career is over.
Yeah, no, I need more information. I'm gonna push it. 584.
No, that's not really the truth. I let myself be handcuffed. Trask continues babbling. I love Julia and I'd do anything for her. We were going to start a new life together with that money. Everything was going to be different. Trask realized he let his emotion get the best of him and stopped talking. Look at I gain one leverage over Trask.
Okay, I have one leverage. I can look at card I. Card I. Francis Task is in love with Julia Swanson. Okay, okay, okay. Trask loves Swanson. Okay. Uh, love Swanson and want the money to change. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask. I did one question. I'm gonna ask about the girl, Swanson. So 398.
She's the most incredible woman I've ever known. I would do anything for her. When she said she needed my help, there was no way I was going to say no. Look at I.
Already know I is in love with her. Okay. I'm gonna push it. 87.
Trask is brittle when you challenge the truth of what he's saying. I do love her and don't you ever question that again. Gain one stress.
Okay. Stress number two. So he loves her. Okay. I'm gonna ask my last and question of the day about the uh, E, the body we found. The body, yeah, I'm gonna ask about G. So Francis 730, and I'm gonna use my leverage. What do you know about the body?
Trask begin to lose it when you show him the picture of Sloane's body. Where's Julia? Is she okay? Did anything happen to her? This is all my fault. I never should have let her go through with it. Never.
Turn to 81. Okay, weird. Love triangle. Yeah. Okay, I can see that now.
For Pete's sakes, detective, I didn't kill him. Trask seemed to be losing it. Now quit asking me stupid questions and go make sure Julia is safe.
Getting my third stress. Move that. 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 Okay. I think there was a love triangle. So the cop Trask was in love with Julia, but Julia was, I think, in a relationship with Hank. But he said he didn't kill him, and he sure didn't kill him because he was uh, shooting his way out and then handcuffed. So maybe she killed him after he hid the money. Okay, okay, okay. Next turn. About Hank. Didn't kill him. I think. I think it. I have more question uh, about the body. Kill him. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna move and start searching the location for the money. So I'm gonna move 1 to 16, move 1 to A. Then I'm gonna search the location. Then I need to go uh, 943.
No signs of digging here. The money must be buried somewhere else.
So it's not there. Uh, nope. I'm gonna move to B. And my turn. I'm gonna waste, well, not waste, but I'm gonna use all my action to do that. I'm gonna search B, which is 1087.
There's no sign of the money in this part of the hill. You need to look further.
Nope. I'm gonna move to C. I'm gonna search C, which is 581.
You quickly spot a patch of red dirt that was recently disturbed. A few shovelful and you hit something. Congratulations. Look at mystery card 2.
Okay. Mystery card 2. A garbage bag full of money. The stolen money from the farmers and merchant bank heist. The glory is yours. Feel free to skim a few grand off the top as a finder's fee. Okay, I found the money. Gonna read the epilogue.
Epilogue. Julia Swanson hated working at the Farmers and Merchant Bank. The hours were poor, the pay was terrible, and her boss treated her like the dirt on the bottom of a hooker's shoe. The river of money she saw flow through the bank on a daily basis made her angry. Didn't she deserve a slice of the pie? Hadn't she paid her due? Didn't this city owe her? She hatched a plan to rob the bank. First, she seduced Francis Trask, a beat cop she had a brief fling with. The pathetic mope was lonely and desperate for affection. It was laughable how little effort it took to wrap him around her finger. Next, she found Hank Sloan, a local bar frequented by ex-con. She told him about the bank and how easy it would be to knock over. He'd find a crew and do the legwork while she'd manipulate the guard log and make sure that her pet pig Francis was on duty that day. The three of them meet at a sigil beach house belonging to Francis' parents to plan a heist. Julia didn't anticipate Hank hiring All Pacific, although a psychopath with a history of violence. She also didn't anticipate Hank being smart enough to steal her car to use in the getaway. Her saving grace was that Hank didn't mention her name to Al, only telling him that there was a dame on the inside. Hal didn't really care, he just wanted an excuse to terrorize people. The money was icing on the cake. On the day on the ice, everything was going according to plan. Francis lay down like a lamb, and Julia made sure the alarm wasn't triggered, giving Al and Hank plenty of time to empty the vault. Officer Michelson, however, threw a wrench in those plans. At the sight of the cop pointing a gun at him, Hank panicked and took off in the car, leaving Al alone on the street, adding injury to insult. Julia was furious when she discovered Hank had used her car in the ice. Later that evening, Julia met Hank at the lighthouse, according to the original plan. She'd already told Francis that Hank had split with the money, so he'd stay at home. Francis was so infatuated with her that he would have believed Julia if she told him she was from Mars. Hank underestimated the petite bank teller, decided to give Julia less than the agreed upon percentage. While his back was turned, Julia calmly shot him in the head and took the money. She buried it in the Palos Verdes hill, deciding to wait until the furor over the robbery died down to dig it up and start a new life. This was her moment, and no man was going to take it from
So
her.
I solved the case.
Solving the crime. The first detective to find the money by searching location 7C and taking mystery card 2 wins the game. So I win the game. That was the scenario. Ooh, okay. So yeah, like I said, kind of love triangle. So this was the Ice to Nowhere Detective City of the Angel. I do hope you like it. If you do, please put a like on this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It will help me a lot. And see you next time. Bye bye.